So this is my Dreamweaver. If you have any question, you can send your question in the chat. But this is my Dreamweaver website. Remember, we had designed only the home page, which we call the index page. So we need to create these other pages, the about us, the our shop, the payment, the shipping and delivery, the help center, and the contact us. So now we are going to create these pages and we are going to link them. So how do we create them? So we remember when we are designing a website, I did tell you last time, when we are developing layouts, we design two layouts. We design the home page layout, and then we design the inner page layouts, because all the inner pages need to be having the same design, but the index page, which is the home page, is always different from the design of the inner pages. What do I mean? Let me share some screen, and I show you what I mean or what I mean. Let me go to some website here. Let me go to this website here. So now this is a website we have recently developed, it is sparrow.org. Now, when you look at its layout, this is the index page or the home page. It has this layout. It has the header, it has the menu, it has here the slideshow, it has some courses here, it has also this other part of the resources, what people say, get involved, our stories. Then it has the footer, this last part. So now this is the home page of the website. Hope you are looking at. But now when I try to click on the About Us page, that is, let me go to the background page. It takes long to open. Now, when you look at the about us, the inner page, now we're looking at the about us in the background page. Hope you are all following. You will see that for it, it does not have the other parts of the home page. Now, when you see our home page, the home page has slideshow, it has our courses, blah, 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 resources. So the home page has the brief of what is in all these pages. But now when you go to the inner page, it just has the header and the menu remain constant. And you will find also the footer, the header and the menu, they remain constant. But what changes is this content area now. So now it has here the header of the content area, and even it has content. So now this is the inner page. Now again, when you go to vision, mission, and core values, it's loading slow. But when you check all these other pages, you will see these other pages have the same layout. But the home page has a different layout, but all these other remaining pages, when you check all of these other remaining pages, you will find they have the same layout. Now, this is the background. It has this layout. When you go to the mission vision, you will see it has the same layout, black background header, and the white screen, even when you go to our team. So now all these other websites, they have the same layout. All these other pages, you will find they have the same layout. So, but the home page layout is what? Is different. So what do I mean? Let's go back to the Dreamweaver. What I mean here is that the about us, the how I shop, the payment, the shipping and delivery, the help center, and the contact us, all these pages are going to be having the same layout. But remember, we have realized that the header, this header area here, the menu area here, and the footer here, they always remain constant. They don't change. So now, how do we create these other pages? What are we going to do? We are first going to create the About Us page. So now the About Us page is going to represent all the other inner pages. So we are first going to create the About Us page. So how do we do that? I'm going to come here, right click, new, HTML, I create. So now I save. I need to save it in the My Website folder. I need to make sure, then I'm going to save it as About Us. About Us. You can add .html, then I save. So you will find that in your Dreamweaver, it will come here because this is our website folder. So you will see we have created the About Us.html. Let me change here the title to About Us. Now, what am I going to do now? Now, instead of redoing everything from creating new tables, blah, 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 repeating the same thing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy this layout and I paste it in my About Us. Then I'm going to remove the areas I don't need. because I need the header, the menu, and the footer, and I will need the content area, but I will not need the same layout here. I will not need this same layout. So now what am I going to do? So I'm going to copy all this website and I put it in our About Us. Then I'm going to start editing it. So how am I going to do that? I'm going to come here to the index. So I'm going to go to the code view. This is the code view. So I'm going to select all. Select all is Control A. I copy. I go to About Us. Again, I go in the code. I remove whatever is there. Then I paste. So now I will go back to design. So now, let me save. So I have the index page and I have the About Us page. But now I'm going to edit. Now, so because my About Us page does not have these areas, so I'm going to these tables, I'm going to delete these rows because I don't need them. I'm going to delete these rows in my, okay, these I can match. Joyce, where didn't you understand? Which area can I repeat, Joyce? Joyce, where didn't you understand? I repeat for you. Okay, guys, are you getting me very well? Okay, let me repeat for Joyce and Joseph. I want you to be attentive. Okay, let me repeat the steps. The steps. I want you to be attentive, right? Let me repeat these steps. Now, this time, people, I want you to be attentive. Let me delete this page here. Let me cross. And let me delete this About Us page. So now I've deleted the About Us page. I'm repeating this step again. Guys, let's all be attentive now. I come here, I right click, I select new. This is how I create a page. Right click, new. Then I select HTML. Then I say create. So now I've created a new page. It's untitled. But now this is going to be my About Us page. So I'm going to save it. Save is Control S as About Us. I'm going to save. So it's going to be saved as about us.html. So you will see it in your website folder that we have created, the About Us page. So now that's how we create the About Us page, right? So that's how we create the About Us page. So now, but here it has the page title is untitled, but let's first leave that. Now, remember I told you that we created our home page already, which we call the index page, right? But and I've taught you that the home page layout is always different from the inner pages, but all the inner pages have the same layout, but the home page has a different layout. But there are things which remain constant: the header, the menu area, and the footer. So now I say, instead of for us beginning to develop tables again, what we are going to do, we are going to copy this homepage layout, we put it in the About Us layout, then we edit it to become our inner page. So instead of for us going back to create tables, header, doing the header, the footer, the main tables, blah, 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 we will just copy this home page and we paste it in what? In the About Us, then we edit it to fit our inner page layout. So now, this is what I say. You can copy in the design view. I can select, I can click and select all this in the design view, but it is challenging. So what I told you, the easier way to copy this page is copying its code. So I select the code view, I select all this code, I copy it, I go to the About Us in the code view, I remove whatever is there and I paste the code of the home page. So now when I go to the design view, you will find that my About Us page is the same as my index what? Page. But now, after I've done that, now I'm going to try to delete what I don't need in my About Us page. Because my About Us page is not the same as my inner page. So I'm just, since what I needed is the footer, the menu area, and the header, since for them are constant. So now in my About Contact Us page, depending on my layout, remember you all have your layout. In my inner page, I don't need this. I will delete these rows, right? I don't need these areas. So I'm going to delete that. So I'm going to remain with, I've remained with this slide area table. I can also delete it. Now I've remained with only this table here. So now I'm going to make this table I'm going to call it About Us. Okay, there is also this product table. I don't need it in my, just going to merge them here. So now I've removed the tables that I don't need. I've removed the tables that I don't need. So now I have my header here is About Us, and I have this area here is where I'm going to put my content. So let me just copy some demo content and So now this is going to be my content area. So now I've added some content. So now this is my home page, the layout, and this is my about us page here. So now I may want to add CSS for this table here. This table now, when you look at the way the CSS which is in this table, the words have a specific width. So, but what I can do, I can click on, I can make sure I select this table here, it's table product, this table. I make sure I remove the CSS for it to don't have any CSS. Hope you are getting me very well. If you're not getting me, you can ask. Okay, so okay, the last stage, let me try to go back. Let me try to go back from here. So we have the index page, the same as the about us page. But with our about us page, we only need the header area and the content area. We will only need the header area and the what? And the content area. So the easy way I think I can do, I will make sure, let me select the content area, all the content area table. When I click here and select this table, all this table is the content area table. Let me just delete it. And also, let me click inside here, select this table. This is the content area table, and I delete. So now I'm going to be remained with one, this header table here, two, this menu table here, and three, this footer table, right? So now I'm going to be missing the content area table. So what I'm going to do, because this is what I need, the header, the menu area, and the footer. Because these three areas are constant, have to be constant on all the web pages. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to create the content area for the inner page. Now this time my about us page. So I will make sure I select the table of the menu table here. Then I come to insert table. It has to be 101 column 100%. I click OK. So now this table I've inserted here is going to be my inner what? It's going to be my content area. So I'm going to divide this table to split it in two columns. Now this first column is where I'm going to put my header. My header is going to be about us. And this area here is where I'm going to paste my content, the content of the about us. So I'm going to save. So when I try to preview in the browser, it is going to be like this: the about us and the content. Let me share the screen here for the web browser. So now, when I open the about us page in the browser, it's going to be about us and the content area here. About us and the what? And the content area here. So now this is what I've done in what? This is what I've been doing in Dreamweaver. So now, next, I'm going to add some CSS on this about us area and this content area. Hope you are getting me now very well. Hope I'm clear. So now I'm going to open my CSS page. I'm going to open my CSS. You know, when you come here, you will see this CSS. I'll just click on it. It is going to open. I can use the same CSS page on for the CSS of all my websites. So now I'm going to create the CSS of about us header, this area here. So I'm going to come here. I click for a new rule. I'm going to call this class about us header. I'm going to open the brackets. I'm going to close. Now I'm going to have the background color. So I'm going to have this as the background color. Then semicolon. I want the color to be white. Then I want some padding of 20 px. Yeah. So I'm going, I save that. So I'm going to go back, select. I told you how to select this table. I click in the table and I select it here. This is the table. I come to style. I look for the category, about us header. I click the about us header. So now the CSS will appear. Yes, Brian. Since we copied the code, since we copied everything, when you come back here in the code, this is the code in the index page. This is the code which links our CSS page into this about us, into the index page. So this is the link which links the CSS into our page. So you see here, even when you come here to about us in the code, you will find that you already have this what? This link. So the moment you don't have this link, like I can remove it here and I go to the design is not going to have any style. This about us, we don't have style. But if you have the code here, this is the code. The moment you have the code here, your design will have a what? A style. So now I'm going to also add some CSS in the code, in the about us content area. So now I'm going to go back to the CSS. Let me save CSS. Okay, this about us header. Let me add some font size. And if you have a problem of using this area here, typing things here, when when you see on your right side here where there is CSS, you will see that you have all the CSS rules, the logo, blah, blah, blah. Every rule you create here, you will find it here. So now, after creating the rule here, you will see that you will find it here. So you can double click this. You will just double click and it's going to bring for you this dialog box. Now this dialog box can be easier. You can say, I want the font size 24, weight, I want it bold, I want it uppercase, underlined. You can go to background. We already have a background, block, padding is there, width, height. So you can use this CSS rule definition for. So now after you have done everything, style, normal, italic, color, blah, 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 you can even font type. Let me use this, then you click apply. Then okay, so for that area is going to do for you the what? CSS. If you don't want to type it, so let me save. When you come back here, you will see that it has what? The CSS is there. Now let's add some CSS on the content area about us. So I'm going to come here. I say about us content. Don't forget the dot. That's the class about us content. Let me open brackets and then cross. Now let me save. Save and let me refresh here. So it will be already here. I'm going to double click. Now I say I want the font size to be 18. Color, I want color, let it be black. Okay, Sophia, I'm going to get back to you. So now let me go to box. Let me say I'm going to add padding of 20, width, blah, blah, blah. Now, the more you go into, if you are interested in web designing, the more you do web designing, you will find that all these areas, floating, clearing, they all have those important things they do. So let me apply and click OK. Let me save. Now, when I go to About Us, I'm going to click this table inside. So I select the TD here. I come to class and I give it About Us content. So now let me save. So now, when we go back to our browser, when we go back to our browser and we refresh, now this is our About Us. We have added, this is the About Us page, and this is the what? The content page. So now my home page is going to be like this, my payment is going to be like this, shipping is going to be like this, help center is going to be like this, and contact us is going to be like this. So now, let me go back to the Dreamweaver. Now, remember, we need to create all these other pages. But before we create all those other pages, the first thing, before we create, okay, we are going to create. Before, let me see, Sophia was asking me, some my CSS is inactive. Sophia, how is it inactive?
Okay.
Pardon?
Like here, where there is style where there is style and size and CSS, the button it doesn't show that CSS is active. Okay, even if you click on in the Dreamweaver, you can't design anything using CSS.
Okay, when you try to create, did you create the CSS page?
Yes, I have it.
Is it in the CSS format?
Yes.
Because if it is in the CSS format, it has to be working unless if it is in the CSS or if it is not.
Do I have to link it again or because it's not working?
Was it working before?
Yes.
Okay, when you try to,
Because
okay.
even in the code, it shows that even in the code, I have the link that links the CSS with with the HTML code.
But yeah, you need to share with me that.
Okay.
Share
Okay,
it.
let me share it in the group.
Okay, share it in WhatsApp, on WhatsApp as I see. Okay, so as we are going to help you, Sophia, but now as we continue, we have the index, the about us. Now we are going to create these other pages. Show, payment, okay, Sophia, I'm going to help you later. I'm going to, so you don't worry, it is going to work. So, so let's continue. Let's continue. Now, see, let me, what I'm going to do now, we are going to create other pages, the shop, the payment, the shipping, the help center, and the contact us. How do we do that? Right click, new, HTML, create. This is what? This is shop. I'm going to file, save as shop. I'm going to save. I'm going to create new HTML, create. I'm going to save, this is payment. I'm going to, one is shipping, new HTML, save as shipping. Don't you, when you decide to you, when you are when we are using shopping, you don't say shopping, then you leave a space and you set delivery. We don't leave space when you are creating pages. So it's better you use one word. So me, I'm going to just use shipping.html. Shipping, which other page? Help center. So save as help dot. Oh, when I decide to use both words, I don't leave space. I'll just give it one word, like help center. It will be help center dot. Help center, let's go, contact us, new HTML create, save, contact. Save. So now you will see that I have all the pages are here. All the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, all the pages are here. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to start linking these pages. But first thing I'm going to do for easy, to make my work easier, I'm first going to link my index page to the About Us page. And then I'm going to link the About Us page to the index. Meaning, okay, I'm going to link the index page to all the pages, and then I'm going to link the About Us page also to all the pages. So how do I do that? Now, these are all my pages here. These are all my pages. So, but remember, I've not added content. Before I add any content here, I'm first going to link the About Us, which I'm calling my inner page, and the index page. So I'm going to begin with the index page. Now, how do we link in Dreamweaver? How do we link web pages? Highlight About Us, then I come here to link. Here down there is link. I browse a file. Remember, my home page is the index page. So I will look for the index page, select index page, I click OK. That is one. You will see that it has changed. The link has changed. Then I highlight About Us. I also come here. I go, I link it to About Us. So you will see that when I see home, it is linked to, when I click on home, it is linked to index.html. When I see About Us, is linked to aboutus.html. So I will select shop. I will come here, I go where shop is, I link shop to shop. I will select payment, I will link payment to payment. I link home to index, I link About Us to About Us, I link shop to shop, I link payment to payment. Now I will link shipping. Now the other way of linking, I will highlight this. I get this point to the file. Now I will move it and I point it is shipping and delivery. I will come here and I look for shipping and delivery. I point it there. So you will see that now it has pointed to shipping.html. So now help center will also link to what? To help center. So I will point it to help center. So it's on help center. Contact us, I'll make sure I link it to contact us here. But if you don't have this area here, you will just highlight, come here and select. Okay. So you just make sure the home page. The home page links to the index page. The about us links to the about us. Our shop links to our shop. Payment links to payment. Shipping links to shipping. Help center links to help center. Contact us links to contact us. Now, this is our index page. I'm going to save. Now, I'm going to go to now to the about us. I'm also going to link. I will highlight home, come. Remember, home will always link to home, to the index. I click OK. Isaac, this is how we link pages. I select this home page. I browse here. The home page will always link to the index. I click OK. I highlight the about us. Browse a file. I look for about us in my website folder. I click about us. The shop page will always link to the shop. I'll come here, I select shop. The payment page will always come, browse, it will link to the payment page. The shipping and delivery, I will do that. Select shipping, the help center. I can just point to a file help center. I point it to the help center here, .html. This is another way. Instead of coming here to select, you can just point it to the contact us. So now when you try to click on a home, this home, you'll see that it links to the index page, index.html. When you look to the about us, you will see that it links to the about us. When you look at our shop, you will see that it links to shop.html. When you look at payment, you will see that it links to payment. When you see shipping, you see it links to shipping. When you see contact us, you see it links to contact us. When you click on contact, okay, it's contact help center, it is what? It is help center. That's how we do the linking. You go to you first design the home page. You fully design the home page. You fully develop our home page. You finish it. Then you fully develop the about us page. You finish it. Now, after finishing the index and the about us page, then you create these other pages. But don't first put information in those other pages, but you create them. Now, after creating them, before even putting the content, then you start linking. First, you start linking with the index page. You link it to all the pages. Then you also link the about us page to all the pages. Now, depending on our layouts, now when you try to add a link, you will see that the CSS of these links will change. So this is the default setting of the what? Of the links. They are always in blue and they are underlined. The moment you add a link, for it to show that it has a link, the default setting is blue with underlined. But you can change that. Remember, all these pages, we didn't have underlined, and our color was white, not blue. So how do we change these settings? How we do that? We will go to modify page properties. Now you will see where there is links. Yeah. So now when you click in links, you will see that there is orange underlined style, orange underlined, but no, we don't need it underlined. We are going to say You can say never underline, or you can say show underline on, only on rollover, which means when someone brings a cursor to the link, that's when the underline will work. So let's say show on rollover. So now the active link color, now it's blue. You can say I want it white. Now you can say the overall color when someone rolls over, I want it to be, okay, you can choose any color which is going to come out. Now visited link, active link, let us give it black. Let's apply and click OK. So now you will see that now our page links have gone back to normal. But again, when you try to move a cursor here, you will see it still has its link. When I click about us, it will give me about us. When I click shop, it will give me shop. When I click payment, it shows payment. When I click here, it shows here. The moment you click on the word and it does not have a link, that means that word is not linked. What shows that it has a link, when you click on the word, it has to show here the link it belongs to. So save. So now I've saved. This is my index page. I will go to About Us page. Again, in my About Us page, I go to Modify, Page Settings. I go to Links, say show on only on all over. We have said active link. We said it's white. Roll over. We selected yellow. Active link. We selected black. Apply. Okay. So we save. So now let me try to preview my index. Let me go to my index page. I preview here in the browser. So now let me share my browser screen. So now this is my home screen. So when I try to mouse over, you see it has the what? It has the underline and it has that what? Overall color. So now when I click on About Us, it has to take me to the what? To the About Us. And now when I am on the About Us and I click on the home page, it has to take me to the what? Back to the home page. When I click on About Us, it has to take me to the About Us. When I click on the shop, it has to take me to the shop page. But remember, our shop page has nothing, does not have any content. So, but this is how it is. Click on About Us, it takes you to the About Us. Click on the home page, it takes you to the home page. So now, after that, now we are going to add content in these other pages. Now, since our home page layout is the same as these other pages, so what we do, we are going to copy, could just come here. But remember, you need to change this title. I need to change this to About Us. You change it to the name of the page. That should be About Us. Let me save. So now, I'm going to just copy this code here, the About Us page, instead of redoing the tables. I'm going to copy this code to the shop page. So I got back to design. Now, instead of the title here, About Us, I'm going to call it our shop. And even here, instead of this About Us, I'm going to say our shop. Then the content, I will change to the content of our shop. Then I'll save. I go to payment, go to code, I just paste this. The same code as About Us. Now I will change this to payment. And I will change this title here to payment.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
I'm trying to link the page, but the thing just deletes itself. Like on the home, it deletes and it shows me that I have to type again.
It deletes.
The thing erases itself, like home. It
Mm.
removes, it doesn't link.
Is there a way you can share your screen?
Let me see if I can share the screen. I'm disabled here to share the screen.
Okay, I'm first going to stop sharing here.
Okay, sir.
Who am I talking to?
Isaac.
Isaac.
Yes.
How do we allow you to share? Okay, try and share and you see. Isaac.
Yeah, it is sharing here.
Yes, share with us your screen and you show us what or what.
It's there.
Mm.
And
Okay. When you try to highlight, it just deletes. Isaac,
it doesn't allow me to highlight.
okay. Now that it can be the problem with your now you are highlighting.
Yeah, sir. Now I'm highlighting. Then when I try to link here with services, ah, this one I showed, but for the home it doesn't show. This one is showing now, but for the home it doesn't show. Let us
When
prepare.
you go to where it does not show because of the color, or it does not, the word just deletes. Because
For the home, the word. Yes, sir.
because that can be the problem with your computer settings and mouse.
Oh.
Hey.
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
if it persists, then you will inbox me.
Yes. Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's go back. So, guys, hope we are together here. I was finalizing these two: shipping code. I go to code, I remove, I paste. I come to design, I change this to shipping. This is shipping and delivery. Then, also here I need to change to shipping delivery. Save help center code. Then I come to design. This is help center. Make sure even if when you are copying the code, you don't make mistakes. Then I save, then contact us. Also come here, contact us. I paste the code. Design. This is contact. Contact us. Then I come here. Contact us. So now for this, it is tell. Sorry. Tell blah 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 0. Then email. Email. So now I have all my pages here. I've added information and they are linked. So about us, design. So let me make, when you see like your page has this star here, that means your page is not saved. If you see this star here, so you need to make sure it is what? It is saved. Now, let's go back to our browser. Where is the browser? Let's go back to our browser here. Let me refresh. When I click home, this is home. About us, it has to come to about us. Our shop needs to bring our shop. Payment has to be my payment. Shipping and delivery has to be shipping and delivery. Help center has to be help center. Contact us has to be contact us. Even if I go back, help, it has to bring help. Shipping, it has to, whenever I click on each page, it has to link me to that particular what? To that particular page. Whatever page you link to, it has to link you to that particular page. Are we together? So now, that's how we link those pages. So now, that is how we develop a website from scratch. Those are the steps of creating a what? Those are the steps of creating. Those are the steps of creating a website. That is how we come up with a what? With a website. So I wanted you to learn those steps, the steps of how do I come up with a website? How is the website formed? Before now we start on developing our websites using what? Using templates and so on, so forth. So now, if you have any question, you can ask me now, or now we are going to see now, how do we use templates? How do we design using templates? If you don't have any question, we can go straight to now, how do we use templates to design our website? So what we are learning before is how do we come up with a website? But there is a way of developing a website. Instead of going through all that we have been going through, there are either ways of developing a website using templates. You just download a template and you customize it to fit your particular need of what you want, instead of developing things from scratch. But to do that, at least you need to have some ideas or some knowledge with HTML and CSS. So if you don't have any question, we are going to go to how now do we use templates, CSS template to develop websites. Yes, so I'm going to give you 5 minutes to refresh, then we were going to continue with our what? I am giving you 5 minutes, then we are going to use the remaining 25 minutes to see how to use templates. So you can refresh in this 5 minutes. By 11:10, we are going to be continuing. Zirabika ziri zikyariko. Guys, sorry, I had linked, I had, my, I had mute my sound. I had mute my sound, sorry for that. But hope you can hear me now. Okay, so what I was saying, when you are developing a website using, when you want to use a template, you go to your Google and you put CSS templates. I told you if you want to be good in IT, you need to make internet your friend. So we can have CSS templates, but we are looking for free. If you have money, you can look for premium templates. But if you don't have money, you always search for free templates, CSS templates for free. Then you can click on this link, and this link is going to be providing you with these different different layer templates. So you can go on checking these templates to see whether you will find a template that is going to fit your design. You will make sure you look for the template which you see is going to fit your design, depending on what you are developing. So you can go on looking for a template. As you look in your layout, then you look for the template which you think fits your what? Your layout. So you will look for a template. So this is how you look for the what? This is how you look for the what? For the template. Now let me try to see this. You click on it here. You can view the live demo here. The live demo is how the website is going to be showing. Let me click. Now, this is the live demo. Now, this is how the website is going to be looking. If you see that it doesn't fit the layout you want, you just go back to looking for other templates. You can, let me see this live. Let me open in a new tab. So now you see like this one. If you see now this one fits what you really want, click about us. This is about us, services. Now you see what I told you. The home page is always different, sorry. These other pages are the same, but the home page is always different. Now, so let's go back to the template. Which way really was our template? Let me use this to go back. So this is the home page. But when you look at the About Us page, it has the same layout. Services, same. Projects, you see. So now, but now here is our what? Our layout. So now I'm going to download. And I will download, start download. So my download is done. So I'm going to come here to the folder where I've downloaded. We have downloaded. We have downloaded. I'm going to extract here. So now where is that? Now it is here, cleaning company website template. So this is the template that I've worked. So let me just copy it. I'm going to copy it, and then I'm going to paste it on my desktop. I will paste it on my desktop. Then I'm going to rename it to the name of the website I'm working on. Now, when you try to open inside this template we have downloaded, you will see that you find the pages are here: about us, index, portfolio services, single. You see it has the images folder, like the image folder we created, and it has the CSS add like we created. So now when you try to open this here, you will see now that you have a what? You already have a designed what? You have a designed template already now. So click on about us, services, projects, single, contact us, drop down menu. Now these, you see now, these don't have links. So now,
your technology.
So now, this is the what? The template. So now after you have downloaded the template, for it, it has some forms here. Kevin have been teaching you some how to activate these forms here. So now, after you download, now that it's time for you to customize. So how do you customize? What you are going to do, you are going to make sure you add also this website in Dreamweaver. You are going to add that website in Dreamweaver. Let's come here to site. We go to new. Is it new? Go to site. Okay, let's add new. We need to add new. I've called it testing. I'll click next. Okay. I already have that. Let me rename it here. I'm going to call it testing. Rename testing 2. So I'm going to come to Dreamweaver, site new. It is testing 2. Next. So make sure, okay, it is this testing 2. Now also this, it has to be testing 2. A desktop, it has to be testing 2. Next. So now I've added the website. So it is here. So you can change your website. So you can go to UG thing, but you can also select testing 2. So now testing 2 has about us. These pages are already created. So I will what? Go to index.html. So now this is the template right now. Now you need to go on editing it, modifying it. We go to code. Okay. So, but this is how you will go on editing all these other changes, depending on what you see here, and you say, I want to change, sorry, this clean me. When I come here to Dreamweaver, clean me, I will change it to testing. Testing 2 as the name of my website. These phone numbers you can change. The menus, when you look at the menus are linked here, you see this is linked here, this is linked here. This is not linked, get a quote. So, but you will click and see how you go on editing all this content so that it fits in the website you want. So now, okay, let me try to refresh this page here. Where is the remover? Opening. So now when you try to see what I've edited so far, so what I've edited so far, the number and the word testing. So now you can, if you have challenges with developing your own table, you can just download a Dreamweaver a CSS template, open it in Dreamweaver, and then start developing your template into Dreamweaver. So now that is what I can share with you so far. Now the next thing, it's you putting in more effort. It's you putting in more effort to make sure that you understand these things, you understand, you practice each and every day to see that you become perfect if you are interested in in web designing. So that is it so far, what we can learn in Dreamweaver as per now. Other things you will keep on teaching, practicing and teaching by yourselves. So I'm going to give you these remaining minutes or hours of the day for you to do the practice. To practice, I think I'm going to upload this video. You will, those which internet have been having some issues, I'm going to upload this video. You can use it for practice, but make sure you do practice. So this is our last lesson in Dreamweaver, but next Thursday, we are going to look at content management system. We are going to look to see how again we do the web design with content management systems. So content management systems are a bit easier, are more easier than what? Than Dreamweaver and these CSS templates. So make sure you don't miss the Thursday class. Yeah, Thursday class, we are going to look at WordPress. Thursday, even next week, we will, on Tuesday, we'll look at WordPress. Then on Thursday, then we will go back to graphic designing. So thank you for being part of this session. If you have any question, you can inbox me.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, you've taken us through almost all sessions in website design. I'll upload you for that. But the problem now will be with the CSS, styling. Those, I don't know how they call them, those styling stuffs. You talk of the paddings, the margins, if go there, see things like flex basis, stuffs like that. Some of them we don't understand them, though we apply them sometimes in our websites. So we don't understand them. Won't you take us through those sessions? Just a session like
Okay, for CSS.
yeah, for CSS, we don't understand some of those styling stuffs,
Okay.
and they are confusing.
Okay, can we do it now or we do it on Thursday?
Now, because we still have time, right?
Yeah, we can do it now, sir.
Auntie, the lesson is 2 hours and the 2 hours are ending in 2 minutes.
I think maybe you schedule it on the next session.
No, he can make a video and he upload it on his YouTube, right? Yeah. So you can upload a video on YouTube, right?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
The video could work.
Okay, I will do that later.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, have a good day.